Welcome to One Girl in All the World, a Buffy the Vampire Slayer rewatch podcast where we recap each episode in order and discuss. I'm Ashley, Buffy superfan.
I'm Kimmy, Buffy newbie.
You can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube, and Instagram with new episodes on Tuesdays. So we are here today with the season 1 post-mortem. So we have finally finished season 1.
Yeah.
What a milestone. That actually went really fast.
It did actually, yeah.
I know it was a half season. I know it's only a half season, but still.
Yeah, it was only, 12 episodes?
Yeah, 12 episodes, and every season going forward has 22.
Ooh, okay, so the next season's going to take a while.
Yeah, they're all 22 after this. So.
Okay. All right.
So I thought I have some things that I asked you to think about as well, but I thought we could just whatever about overall thoughts on season 1. And obviously we're going to be coming from different places because I've got the hindsight of the whole show and you don't. So
right.
I'll let you go first.
I thought it was good. I liked it. I thought overall there was some good character development. I think we can look forward to more of that, obviously. But I liked towards the end of the season, like even at the beginning of the season, there were some of the characters where I was like, okay, I don't know about this person, but they started growing on me by the end. So I think overall it was good, especially Buffy's character development. That was really good. And just I feel like they kept the ideas were fresh. They had good, good ideas every episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was overall really good.
They expanded the universe a lot.
Yes.
Because you're like, oh, it's only going to be about vampires. Oh, well, it's about witches and demons and invisible girls and the FBI is involved.
Oh, yeah. Right. The FBI. Yeah.
Like, what else is that? Like, praying mantis teachers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all this stuff. So they really wanted to make sure, I think, in the first season that this is not just about vampires.
Nope.
The whole paranormal spectrum is involved.
And it kept your attention.
Yeah. It kept you guessing for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
I agree. I think for me, like I've said before, this is the season I rewatched the least.
Okay.
So I think I will learn. I think this is probably the season that I not pay attention more, but I've seen the least. Okay. But I rewatched the least. So I think would probably get the most out of this season because I don't watch it often. I do like watching Welcome to the Hellmouth because it's the first episode. I like revisiting Welcome to the Hellmouth. I also like revisiting Never Kill a Boy First Date and The Puppet Show. Those are the 3 that I really watch.
I liked
the most out of the season, but like I said, the season I rewatched the least. So. I think it was a tough order to establish this world and everything about it and everybody that's in it and all the rules and everything in 12 episodes. So it's not the strongest season for me personally, but I think they did with what they could with the half a season, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
And then I thought I wrote down some themes that I thought I saw come up over and over again in the first season. So you can comment on those, or if you came up with your own. The first one I came up with was change.
Yeah.
Because Buffy goes through a lot of changes in this season. A lot of people do. I guess she's definitely the most prominent for sure.
Yeah, I mean, all the characters do just because they have to kind of go adapt to all these new situations all the time. But yeah. I'd say she has to go through it the most though.
Yeah, for sure. She obviously moves. So that's just a normal teenager thing, starting a new school, trying to find new friends.
That sucks.
And I think the most official time she's ever become the Slayer, right? She was a Slayer in the movie, obviously, in LA, and then she came here, retired. And I think she and then she retires again at the end of this season, for a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
But I think definitely by the end of season 1, she's accepted that this is something that she can't walk away from, she can't escape. I think she fully accepts it at the end, but bringing that part of her identity and that whole thing, that whole chosen one identity into her and accepting it as part of her, that's this whole season she's struggled with that.
Yeah, and I think part of what you're saying, her moving and having to make friends, so Willow, for example, and when she retires and then decides to fully, like you said, fully accept it. I think one of the things is. Yeah, in the last episode when Willow walked into that room with the guys that had been killed, and she's like, when I walked in there, it wasn't our world anymore. They made it theirs, and they had fun. I feel like that's when something really clicked in her, and she's like, okay, this is this thing I have to do now.
Absolutely, yeah, it was. That was the turning moment. Her. Yeah, it was. Yeah, she's like, gosh, like, though that wasn't serious and horrible, but
Mhm.
that would be the whole world
Yep.
if she didn't,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
if like, possibly sacrifice herself
Yep. Exactly.
and to try at least. And I can think of even the way where she takes on the responsibility when she doesn't even need to, like, goes further than what's asked of her. So yeah, I think she definitely takes it on. And then the next thing I said was normality, which we see that's going to be probably a theme every single season because she struggles with trying to be a normal person,
Yeah.
a normal 16-year-old.
Yeah.
And we see her trying to balance dating and friends and extracurricular activities and schoolwork and all of this and that's hard enough to do when we are a Slayer.
Yeah. Of course.
Moving, divorced parents, the strained relationship with a parent, all that, and then she's also got to save the world after school.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So she continues. Well into, I would say the first 4 seasons. That's like hugely obvious that she's still always trying to be normal. And I can think of times in season 6 too. Like that's something that she just always is struggling with the whole show. So,
Yeah.
but it's very apparent in this season because it's all new to her. And then I said duty, which we kind of talked a little bit about how she finally, I think, accepted it for good at the end of the season.
Yep. I feel like though this can kind of go with, well, Giles obviously is the watcher, but also like even Xander and Willow. I feel like they feel a sense of duty to, help her and help save the world and.
Yeah, because they could walk away from that and be safer.
Yeah, and be more normal.
Yeah, but I think they feel like that since they've been like unintentionally brought into this fold, that they do have a duty to help. That they're a team. Yeah, that's good.
Even Cordelia a little bit in that last episode.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see what she's like after this episode. Back to normal, it looks like, but I'm kind of curious to see how she.
Honestly, there of all the characters in the whole Buffyverse, so like other shows, like all of that, the whole thing, I would say Cordelia definitely has. She's not like my favorite character or anything. She never is my favorite, yeah. but she does have like probably one of the like, top 5 character development arcs.
Yeah.
In Buffy.
Okay.
Like in the whole universe, for sure. I would say so. Okay. There's way more to see with her coming for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're right. Willow and Xander definitely have a duty.
Yeah.
We heard a little bit from Giles when he says like, he really didn't want to be a watcher.
Yeah.
And it was like the family business essentially. His dad and then his grandmother were watchers, so it was his like duty to become a watcher. It was destiny. And he struggled with that. And that's not the last we'll hear about that.
Okay.
Like, Xander. Giles is past. Yeah. So okay. We'll get a little bit more of that. And then the last one I said was found family, which is a huge even theme of the whole show. Especially when you see like Buffy's dad. He's there right now. I'll say he's around right now. This isn't really a spoiler because like he's barely a character. That doesn't stay that way.
It doesn't shock me. Okay.
So obviously Buffy has her mom, but Giles is a father figure to her and her friends and everything. So she has and her found family will grow. And I think when you find out more about, like in particular Xander's home life, his found family is especially important to him too. Yeah. Because he does not have a stable home life. But we haven't dove into that yet. So I think less so in this season, but way more in the coming seasons, especially like season 5 and 6 is very, very heavy, like found family, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah, like normality, this is something that the whole show is about for sure. So those are some things that came to mind thinking about themes I saw in season 1.
Okay. So I was just going to add to that transformation, which is basically like your change, but just watching Buffy kind of transform into a Slayer over the course of the first season. And then resilience, because each of the characters really had to show resilience time and time again through so many challenges and struggles and obstacles, and just watching them come out on the other side.
Yeah, and this is like really setting them up because you will see that over and over again as well, the whole show. Like this, honestly, the stakes aren't that. I mean, yeah, there's several apocalypses in this, but personally to them, there isn't like the stakes aren't super high in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
So, the resilience thing is gonna be huge in like all the seasons to come.
I have a feeling.
Yeah,
like
these poor people.
Foreshadowing.
Anybody's still like standing upright by the end of this show. I don't know how it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right. Is there anything that like surprised you? Because I don't feel like I can't really answer this.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean,
I know you said you were surprised. And this is a little specific, but it could be general or specific. I feel like you were definitely surprised that the Master bit Buffy.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was surprised. I was shocked that she actually died.
Yeah.
That actually did shock me. I remember screaming at my TV, "What?"
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Like she actually dies. And I'm also gonna say, and this is kind of gruesome, and I hate to bring it up again, but I was a little surprised that the principal got eaten in the pack, because that was so gruesome, and just I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they went there.
Yeah, he got eaten alive.
Yeah, that's
Yuck.
Yep, that was a lot for me. I wasn't expecting that, so that surprised me. Other than that, I'm sure there are other things that surprised me.
Were you surprised that they killed Jesse off?
I don't think so.
Because that was kind of the goal, was to like shock people. They wanted to do 2 sets of credits. That way he would be in the credits.
Oh.
And it would really like be like, well, he can't die. He's a regular. And then like,
oh, I wasn't
then
paying
kill
attention.
him.
I wasn't paying attention.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it because it was too much money. But that's what they wanted to. So they really wanted you to think that Jesse was going to be around.
He was only in the first few episodes, though, right? The first 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I
was in the harvest.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't
quick.
Yeah, he got turned into a vampire by, was it Darla?
I think so. Yeah. Well, we don't really see. He's bitten by Darla, but then we don't see who actually turns.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, because we're surprised by him. We didn't know that he got turned, but Darla's as good a guess as any of them down there. Luke, Darla, one of them.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't attached to him.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they did it too early.
I don't know, because like I just and despite the fact that like I'm only 1 season in, but it's just like having no real knowledge of the show beforehand, I know it's like Buffy, Willow, and Xander and Giles. Mm-hmm. The other characters, like, had they killed Cordelia off, maybe that would have shocked me a little bit. Mm-hmm. But anybody else, and I'm just kind of, I don't know. And so I guess I'll see who else comes to the show and
stay alive,
or else leaves the show. Yeah, exactly. But that didn't actually surprise me.
I was just curious because they definitely wanted people to be shocked that Jesse died. They wanted him to like feel like, just curious.
Oh, okay.
Talking about like what we liked and didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, like rewatching, I definitely was like, or disappointed, whatever words you want to use here.
Okay.
I definitely didn't like, in hindsight, the Anointed One.
No, me neither. I thought that was like a waste of space, basically.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the point of that was. That was so weird.
Fell flat.
Yeah, it really did. Like it was very interesting in the episode with the bus where the kid becomes the Anointed One. That
never kill a boy on a never kill a boy on the first date. Ugh.
That one, yes. I thought it was kind of interesting there because I was like, "Ooh, where's this gonna go? This should be interesting." And then, like, they just show him every once in a while. He talks less and less as time goes on, I feel like. And then at the end of the episode, like, yeah, at the end of episode 12, I was just like, what?
Yeah, I kind of forgotten about what little role he plays. Like, he's still around, so we'll see. But like that, but his like written role in the prophecy has been fulfilled.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever he does after this, like that's, I guess, his free will.
Okay.
But like he was supposed to lead Buffy to the Master, and he did that. And like that was like his purpose for being made or
Just
whatever.
thought there was going to be more to it.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how like flat that fell for me. So that was a big one.
Okay.
I yeah. Go ahead.
I was just saying I didn't like how creepy Xander was for almost the entire season. Like it was just
heavy on the first half.
Yeah, especially the pack episode again.
Yeah.
He grew on me a little bit by the end of the season, but still, I have my my walls up with him still. I'm just like,
you're judging him.
I don't trust him yet.
You don't trust him.
He needs to earn my trust.
Yeah, he's pretty icky.
Yeah.
For a lot of it. Like at the end he's starting to like grow up a bit.
He is, yeah.
So we'll be patient with him and see what happens. But
yeah. So yeah, that was something I didn't like. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No. I was gonna say was kind of going on to was there anything else I didn't like? It's just some growing pain stuff that you can't really quantify, but what I loved Buffy and Giles's growing relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was like a highlight. I loved Giles and Jenny's relationship was a highlight too. Their banter was like top notch.
Mm-hmm.
They had great banter.
That was really great. Yeah.
I loved them. This is off the top. I didn't write anything down, so I'm just going off the top of my head. Willow kind of growing into her own, and she will continue to, which is good to see.
I'm really excited to see that.
Because like even like looking back, you're like, oh my god, I forgot Willow was such a pushover and such a wallflower.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of forget.
Yeah.
Because she quickly starts growing into her own, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We can always, if we think of other things, we can just throw them in. So I give you a big long list of like favorite things and least favorite things, so we can just start going down. I think I already know what you're going to pick for this, but what was your favorite prop?
I don't think you are going to know. What's your guess?
The cross necklace.
Oh, no, actually the leather jacket.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's Angel. I knew it was going to be like bangle related, so that's pretty close.
Yes, you're right. You're very close. And just especially like the last episode with like the dress and the leather jacket, I was like, this is just because it's a nod to the movie. So that's that's for me, that's where it's at. Cross necklace is a close second though. I'll give you that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So mine.
What's yours? Yeah.
Was the vampire handbook that Giles slaps down on. If you're looking on YouTube, I have my copy here.
That is amazing.
Not an actual book. It's got Buffy stationery inside.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. It has different quotes and everything.
That's amazing.
Stake on the envelopes there. Yeah, so it just kind of and if you use them up, you can like hide things inside because it's a hollow book. Anyway, yes, it's the vampire book that Giles, we don't see it again in the season, but he slams it down when Buffy first comes into the library, and it's like iconic imagery from the show, vampire spelled with a Y, and I have it. And so that's my favorite prop because it's such an iconic moment.
Nice.
Yeah, and he doesn't even say anything. He just slaps it down. And she's like, "Ah," So that's my favorite prop. I was trying to think of. So we did see. Okay, so there's some like props that we don't really know. Like Miss Edith would have been interesting but she's not Miss Edith yet, so that didn't really count. And then I forgot to mention in Prophecy Girl.
Who's Miss Edith? Who is that?
The doll that Marcy had up in the.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then also I put it in my notes. And I forgot to mention this in Prophecy Girl. On Buffy's bed, whenever she's like looking through the photo album, she's trying to get her mom to leave town. On her bed, there's a pink stuffed pig.
Aw.
That we will see again.
Okay, I don't think I noticed that.
His name's Mr. Gordo.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, he'll be back. Don't worry, he'll be back. And I was like, well, he's not really officially like introduced yet. He was just on her bed.
Okay.
Mr. Gordo. So we'll see both of them next season. So those were also ones that kind of I was playing with. But yeah, the vampire book for sure. All right, favorite friendship or platonic relationship.
Like, okay, yeah, non-romantic. Buffy and Giles. I have to
say, like,
watching them grow over the course of the season was just so huge. It was such a monumental shift from episode 1 to episode 12.
Yeah, I agree. There was like no, like it wasn't close for anybody else. For me, that they were so adorable.
Yeah,
I love the daughter father vibe.
Yeah, you're right. That is exactly what it is. Super cute.
Yeah. I love them. They're so cute. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. I feel like that is like a strong one in the first season. So I feel like a lot of people would agree.
Yeah.
Favorite romantic relationship? We didn't even have that many options.
No, but you can guess what mine is.
Well, mine's the same.
Okay. Buffy and Angel, obviously.
Buffy and Angel. Yeah, we didn't really like what did we have? Buffy and Owen.
No, for one episode. Or like Cordelia and Mitch and
slash
Greg? Oh,
Kevin?
Kevin? Oh God, I don't know.
Mitch slash Kevin? I think it's Kevin.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right. I forgot his name already.
Yeah, because he's so important. We forgot his name already.
And then I have a feeling it's not a romantic relationship yet, but I have a feeling Giles and Miss Calendar. Guessing.
She's definitely into him.
I think he just doesn't understand yet.
Yeah, he's not he's
oblivious.
Besides that like corkscrew comment, he was not really getting the thing, but he was like, oh, that's not where I dangle it from. So she's definitely laying it on. She's like, I like you, librarian. Let's steam up your glasses. And he's like, what?
I'm curious to see their progression.
Yeah, they are adorable. I'm here for it. I ship them, and I want them to get married.
Okay, and have little librarian Wiccan babies.
Yeah. That constantly are being pulled from a computer lab to a library and like bickering about how their kids are going to be raised. With technology or without it. Yes. Anyway, they're not a thing.
Yet.
Technically. So, yeah, I couldn't pick them. If they were, I might have picked them. Because, like, Angel's, like, they flitter in and out, but, like, Angel and Buffy are very much in the early days. So,
yeah.
But we don't really have any, like, real competition either.
Mm-mm.
They're really the only real romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yes, Angel and Buffy. Okay, favorite. So we picked a favorite line every episode. Like, what was your of the whole season?
I think it's Goodbye Stakes, Hello Flying Fatality.
Oh, that's a good one.
But it was a close tie with, oh God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. So Giles says knowledge from computers has no texture. It's there and then it's gone. If it's to last, the getting of knowledge should be tangible. It should be smelly.
Yeah, smelly knowledge. That is a great speech by him.
That's a good one. I love that.
Yeah, that's good. I went with I might be dead, but I'm still pretty.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that is a really good one.
Yeah, I stuck with that one, which was my favorite line from the left.
And her delivery of it and her like expression and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, classic Buffy banter.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, favorite scene of the whole season.
I don't know. I couldn't narrow it down. I'm not sure. What's yours?
I picked when Buffy finds out about the prophecy. And like Giles and Angel are there, and she's like freaking out, and that's what I picked because it was just too good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I just thought the acting was great. It culminates the whole season, so
okay.
Yeah, by far it was my favorite.
I will pick a Xander scene.
Wow.
I know, right? I know. But it did catch my eye when I was trying to flip through my notes is the scene in the Nightmares one where he like punches the clown because he realized like in order to conquer his fears, he had to do that. So it's just, I'm hoping that is like a token of here, Kimmy, here's what to come. You're going to get rewarded with better character development from this character that you're not super into yet.
Like hang in there.
So, yeah.
Well, in that episode, Xander was the only one that really got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Until the very end. And
it showed a lot of maturity on his part, and all foresight and everything. So that was a pretty good scene, actually.
Yeah, it was. It was pivotal to the episode, really, even if you didn't think about it.
And I feel like it's pivotal to him and his character, I'm hoping.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Your favorite character?
Okay, so I'm going to go, I don't want to go with like, Buffy or, I'm going to actually say Miss Calendar because she's so sassy and witty and she just, I'm very intrigued by her and I'm curious to see like what I'm hoping I get to see a lot more of her because she was barely in this season.
Yeah, she's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Like she's definitely up there for me.
Yeah.
Like she's such a cool character. I picked Giles though.
Oh, I could see why you picked him. Yeah, he's so great.
He's like just like a warm cup of tea.
He is.
He's just soothing and he's funny and he's so dorky and he's so out of touch with these kids. It's just so funny. He's just like, what? What are you talking about? Like he doesn't get anything they say. And like I said, when he gets scared, it's the funniest thing ever. He's like,
okay, that's good. I can appreciate that.
I can't wait to get to season 4 to have like my best Giles scares in season 4. But I actually, it's just on YouTube. Like people just like someone clipped that out and put it on YouTube, and I just watch it.
Nice. Okay.
So when we hang up, I'm just gonna watch it and have a giggle. But yeah, Giles, and I said second was Buffy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
always my favorite character, but yeah,
she's probably my second favorite character.
I do love his calendar too, though.
Yeah.
Even with the very limited time we have with her, that's like an impact she made.
Mm-hmm.
She's so cool.
She is so cool. She's
All right.
badass.
She is. Yeah. And I will give you a little breadcrumb. She will be back next season.
Okay, I was hoping so. Okay.
So we'll get more badass Jenny Calendar. Your favorite episode out of these 12?
I'm gonna have to go with season 1, episode 3, The Witch.
I thought you were gonna say that because you did like The Witch a lot.
I really liked that episode, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It was. It's just yeah, I liked watching it showed a lot of, I mean, we don't see Buffy's mom a lot either, but I think we saw a lot more of her in that episode, and I liked that.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was good, just the more mother-daughter relationship.
And it was obviously being mirrored with Amy and
exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
so I like that. What was your favorite?
I said Never Kill a Boy on the First Date.
That was a really good episode too. Yeah.
I don't know. I just love that one. I think it's so funny. It's very, I think I said when we reviewed it, like it has all the elements that make Buffy great. Yeah. And I think that was like the first episode that really had it all, like that special sauce, that special Buffy sauce. And so I've really enjoyed rewatching it. So I think I'm gonna go for Never Kill a Boy on the First Date.
Okay.
What was your favorite villain?
Darla.
Ooh, that's good.
Love to hate her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. Yes. Okay.
Wait, she's dead, right?
She is dead, but we always can get flashbacks or maybe other things happening.
Interesting.
Is anyone? And also, one thing on the show too, like just because someone dies doesn't mean they're dead forever.
I felt like if you're a vampire and you turn into dust, though. Interesting. Okay. All right. We'll see.
We'll see.
Kimmy's gonna get schooled.
Maybe it will be on a different show. Maybe it won't be on Buffy. Maybe it will be on a spinoff or something. Okay, I said Marcy.
Oh yeah, she was a really good villain. You're right. Oh, that's a good one.
She was like so dark and like demented. She got driven to being a like crazy person.
It wasn't her fault.
It wasn't her fault, but it happened. So hey, a lot of villains, I can think of several that are driven to being villains.
Yeah.
Explanation, not an excuse, but that they, things happen to them.
Just think if they put all that energy into something good, what could happen though?
Yeah, well, she's gonna be working for the government, killing people, so she's thrilled to death about it.
So excited for her.
Yeah, I think and I would have said Sid, but Sid wasn't a villain.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just spend 3/4 of that episode thinking he is, and then he's not. Because
he's so creepy. But I think Marcy, because I forgot how dark that episode was.
It was really dark.
Like she wants to like carve up Cordelia's face. Like
that was super creepy.
Yeah. So I definitely had forgotten how creepy she was.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm gonna go with Marcy.
That's a good one. Okay, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Least favorite episode.
Can you guess?
I'm just gonna think I'm gonna change mine, honestly.
Can you guess what mine is? I feel like you can guess it.
The Pack?
Yeah, I hate that episode.
Yeah, I was bouncing back between Teacher's Pet and The Pack.
Oh, I know you hate Teacher's Pet.
But I think The Pack is worse.
So gross. Too gruesome for me. And just like
poor little
the illusions. Well, yeah, the principal, but also like allusions to rape and stuff. I'm just like
no. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Can't forget about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I will also go with The Pack. I had written down Teacher's Pet, but yeah, now I'm changing my mind.
Teacher's Pet's, yeah, I get you on that one. It's also not great.
Yeah. It's the Xander episodes.
Exactly. Stop with the Xander episodes.
Just stop it
until he gets better.
2 and 4 and 12 episodes, like
it's too many. Willow only got 1, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she got I Robot You Jane.
Yeah. Boo. More Willow.
Boo. Going right on from that, I probably can guess our next one, our least favorite character.
I mean, actually, I'm gonna have to say it's Xander. Yeah.
Yeah, Xander.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Xander out of like the main cast, and I would say Snyder out of the B cast.
Oh, I actually completely agree with that. Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, mine's similar thought process on that one. Okay.
Yeah. That's good. I feel like that's not a hard one. Xander has his moments. We've seen his moments, his good moments.
Getting better. I see it. It's just such a slow progression. And then every once in a while I take a back step and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, and I think that continues for a while.
Great. I mean, he's a teenage boy, so I guess there's that.
Yeah, he has these like moments of you're like, oh, Xander, and then you're like, oh, Xander. The next moment. So yeah, you get a lot of that. So we'll see. Yeah, so Xander is like the main cast, and then Snyder because he's just an old yucky yuck. And then your favorite vamp dusting.
Okay, so I really struggled with this one because I couldn't really remember any of them. Like the only one I really remember besides like normal steak ones, which I don't probably remember most of those either, is just like the last episode we watched with the master getting killed.
That was a good one.
I thought that was a good one because I like the whole scene where she just kind of like she's realizing she's strong and that she could probably take him. And she looks over her shoulder and she sees that thing come out of the ground, and I'm just like, oh yeah, get it, girl.
Yeah.
And then she just throws him over, and I'm like, yeah.
That is a good
And then
staking.
he just
yeah. Yeah, however you would describe that.
I don't know. Yeah, I had to use sound effects
because I got sucked out of him instead of him exploding into dust.
Like fireworks.
That is a good one because it's very
fireworks different. Of dusting.
Yeah, it was different. Mine was when I forget the guy's name, but when they in Never Kill a Boy on First Date, when they think he's the anointed one, and they put him into the crematorium on the table, and they close the door.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't a staking, but it was a vamp. It was the
killing.
Inventive ways to kill. I had put before I remembered that one. I put the drum symbol when she throws the symbol from the drum kit, and it like.
I forgot about
that. It's in the harvest, and it decapitates the vampire that's gonna bite Xander.
Nice. Okay.
Remember, he says "heads up," which I don't like, but it was just like cool because they had a camera on top of it, and it like you rode it across the bronze to decapitate the vampire. That would have been my second, I guess.
Okay. Nice.
There's also Buffy breaking off the branch.
Oh wow!
And using the branch.
This. Oh my god, I don't remember that at all.
There's the pool cue.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one actually. I like that one. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think those are like the different ones.
Yeah.
We also have Angel staking Darla. I mean, that's a normal stake, but
yeah,
that was his sire. That's a big deal.
Yeah. That's
huge
and then
thing to kill your sire.
Also, when talking about Tyler again, when Xander has to it's a normal stake, but it has to kill his friend. Oof.
Yeah, and basically does it on accident. Like somebody runs into Jesse, and Jesse runs into the stake.
I know, because Jesse's like, I don't think you have the whatever. I don't think he says balls, but I don't think you have the balls to do it. And you're just like, oh shit.
Somebody runs by and bumps him.
Yeah.
That is a funny one. That is also a good one. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go with what was his name? That wasn't Luke. But whatever that guy's name was, like the big crazy vampire in the funeral home when they threw him onto the slab and then he just rolled into the crematorium and Giles closed the door. I thought that was badass.
Okay. That's a good one. Yeah.
That was my favorite one. The momentum really picks up for season 2, which
good.
I'm glad, obviously. Like the stakes, a lot of people would say
you're so penny.
I didn't even mean to do that.
I know you didn't. That's what makes it even better.
You're welcome, everyone. A lot of people would say season 2 is their favorite. They would say they would say not everyone, but I would say people say like Buffy it was at its best in season 2.
Great.
A lot of people would feel that way.
Okay.
That it's like kind of Buffy's renaissance.
Okay.
It's season 2 is one of the top seasons. Absolutely. It's not my favorite season.
Actually, what is your favorite season? I'm curious.
I would have to, if I had to pick, I would say 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I love 5. There has so many of my favorite episodes are in season 5. So there's a lot to look forward to with season 2.
Good. I'm excited.
It's very good.
Season 1, I mean, was good, but it's just like, I don't know.
It's the hardest one to get through, for sure. So a lot of people, I said, like on our first episode, I said a lot of people struggle getting through season 1 and they just stop watching. And I'm like, oh my God, like keep going. Like you are going to like live when you get through season 1. Please.
Okay.
Yeah. So season 2 is really, really good. There's a lot to look forward to. So what would you like want to see or hope to see in season 2?
Okay, so as we already discussed, I want to see more of Angel and Miss Calendar. And
Angel. Oh, just okay, not together.
Oh,
okay.
no, not together. No. As separate characters.
Okay.
And I'm also just looking forward to more character development, honestly. Like we've seen a little bit of growth with Willow and Xander, and I want to see more of that. We've seen a lot of growth with Giles and Buffy, and I want to continue on that and just kind of, I guess, continue where things are. Yeah, I'm curious to see I mean, the Master's gone, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen now. I mean, there's probably still vampires and other weird stuff.
Yeah, we have 6 more seasons of weird stuff.
Yeah, so I know there's going to be more stuff, but I'm kind of curious to see where they go.
Yeah.
Now that they've I feel like they just wrapped things up so neatly at the end of the first season that it's just kind of like, okay, well, where's it going to go then? Like, it didn't leave me hanging on, which is fine. I don't need a cliffhanger season. Actually, sometimes I don't even really like that, just because then I'm just waiting, and I don't like waiting. I'm impatient. So, yeah.
And like you said before, like we know it didn't get canceled, but you're watching it in real time. You don't know if it's going to get canceled.
And had it got canceled, like, it would have been a standalone season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do like that when the one like cliffhanger, I would say, is season 6, but season 6 and 7 came in as a package. They knew they were like, we're doing 2 more seasons. So they knew they were going to come back. I think so season 6 is like a special in that way.
Okay.
Because they don't really do that any other season.
Is it like, so like at the end of season 2, did they not know if they were going to be renewed then? Is that how it
works? They season 2 doesn't really, I wouldn't say it's a cliffhanger. The show could end. What I'm saying is, I feel like season 6 is the only season where it would end and you'd be like,
okay. Got
like,
it.
I need, what? Like, I need more of this. Like, it's not complete.
Like closure.
Yeah, there's not closure on this moment.
Got
this
it.
thing that it ends on. Wow. Every other one, like, sometimes there are threads that are kind of there, but they're not, like, it could be the end. Every season, I feel like it could be the end.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
Except for season 6, in my, like, yeah. Anyway. So I'm looking forward to the tempo picking up, the stakes picking up, the tension, like things get way more serious and dire and sad. And there's a lot of good moments, though, a lot of funny stuff, fan favorites join the show, a lot of new characters. Okay. My favorite character ever comes in 3 episodes.
Oh, okay, 3 episodes. So season 3, episode 3?
Yeah,
season 2, episode 3?
School Hard. Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite character ever? Oh, how long are they in the show for? A long time? Oh, fine. You don't have to answer. I'm going to find out in 3 weeks anyway.
Well, I will say they do not show up in School Hard and stay until the last episode of Buffy.
That's such a broad. Okay.
They're not like in every episode from the third episode till 140.
Okay.
Because, okay, I will say this. When this character comes on the show, they were supposed to be 5 episodes and gone.
Oh, really? Okay. And they're on for more than 5 episodes, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm
unplanned popularity happened.
Ooh, unplanned popularity. I'm so curious now.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So, yeah.
Do I want to watch ahead?
It's hard. Oh, I thought it was gonna get harder.
Just so you guys all know, I have managed not to watch ahead. I dutifully watched 1 episode per week with you guys as if we were watching for the first time together. So I've been
so hard.
Pretty proud of that, but like I don't know how much longer I can do it. So
especially when we get to like the 2-parter episodes. Now there are episodes that end like on cliffhangers.
Yeah. We saw one. Yeah, we saw one this season, didn't we?
Like Welcome to the Hellmouth.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
2-parter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you get several more of those. So those are hard. Those would be hard to like wait a week.
Yeah. Okay.
On. Yeah. But,
okay.
I'm not gonna.
I'll try to, but I just don't promise anything.
Yeah, so we can look forward to like a lot of fan favorites, like really good season finale, like most people's favorite season finale.
Okay.
We are going to, and I kind of alluded to this in the last episode, that we are going to see some consequences of season 1. Season 1 isn't just like put in a box and put away.
Consequences?
Yeah, there's season 1 bleeds into season 2.
Interesting. Okay.
even though you didn't have to have it to complete season 1, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not a cliffhanger. But season 1, the trauma and the actions and the things that happen in season 1 are not put away completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a good season. Like I said, many people's favorite season of Buffy is season 2.
Okay.
Because now we're like,
the
train is at full speed now.
Next week, we're doing it.
Okay, so that wraps up season 1. That was our postmortem. Again, you can find us on all major podcast apps and YouTube and Instagram at One Girl in All the World Pod. And you can email us at onegirlpod@gmail.com. We are picking our giveaway winner today, so I will be contacting them on Instagram.
Woohoo!
So I will get a hold of you. Congrats. I haven't done it yet. So whoever you are, congratulations.
I was just gonna be like, who is it?
Hasn't happened yet. But yeah, and make sure you go to your whatever podcast app you're listening in and give us a good rating.
Do it. Yeah. Be like Ashley.
Please. Okay, anything else we need to mention? I think that's it. So thanks for joining us, and we'll be back next week with season 2, episode 1, When She Was Bad.
Oh, that's a good title. I like that.
Ooh.
She was bad.
Slay you real soon.
Bye, guys.
I'm so excited for season 2.